Hello everyone, it's Natalie. Welcome to my channel, Find Joy in the Journey. I just wanted to quickly hop on and show you that I am working on my rainy day garden chores. So today I called myself tying up some loose ends. There were some things that I needed to process. One of them was my garlic. And here it is. This is the garlic that I've been curing for several weeks. I harvested this garlic if I can remember correctly, it was sometime uh, in May. I harvested my garlic, and it has been in the shed curing for about 3 weeks. And here is the cleaned garlic. Okay, look, I am very pleased with my turnout. I'm very pleased with what I was able to harvest. A lot of my garlic was badly damaged because of heavy rains. And then also, I think sometimes I may have left them in the soil too long and didn't harvest them in time, and they began to rot. But this is what I was able to salvage, and I am extremely pleased with that. Okay, just to quickly go over how you clean and trim your garlic. First of all, when you first harvest it, you you pull it up. You try to dig down in there because you want the root and all. You leave the dirt on it. You don't have to clean it up. Leave the dirt on it. What I do is I take the ends, the leaves, and I braid them together. And then you're going to hang them up or place them in a area that is you don't want any sunlight on it. You want it to have airflow, and you're going to leave them there and let them cure for about 3 weeks. And afterwards, you bring them out, and you're going to use a soft cloth, and you're going to wipe the dirt off. Okay? You're just wiping the dirt off. You're not going to wet them. And then trimming. I'll use this one. Okay, you trim off the ends where the roots were, and then you're going to trim off the ends where the leaves are. Okay? Peel off. I'd say just that one outer layer of garlic, just until you get a nice, clean, healthy looking garlic bulb like this. Okay, so you peel off a few of the layers just until you get to, like I said, for it to look like this nice, clean garlic. This is nice, clean, trimmed garlic. I'm very pleased with how it turned out. This is way more than I had last season when I grew garlic for the first time. So now that there's a train passing by, you guys. I hope you can hear me. Now that I'm more familiar with growing garlic, I know what things I need to do. One thing I will definitely do next time is protect it from being rained on too much. Make sure I don't overwater it, and also protect it from being rained on. So I'm going to figure out a way to either cover it, or if I'm growing it in grow bags, I'll take that grow bag and move it up under a covered area so it won't get heavily saturated with rain, because that was one of the things that became a problem with the garlic. It was too wet sometimes. So, but just wanted to share my garlic. Look, and here's one that I actually left open so y'all can see. Look, this one has been peeled. This one's ready to go. And I'm going to use some of this garlic today when I make my pepper steak. I'm going to use my own peppers. And speaking of that, I was able to harvest some more peppers today. I tried to leave the orange ones on long enough so they can actually change color while they were still on the plant. But like I said, there was a storm that blew through last night, and one of the limbs was knocked off. So I decided to just go ahead and harvest them. I didn't want to run the risk of them being damaged, so I harvested them. Look, I'm still getting some purple beauties. I wish they would grow bigger. Okay, but I have bell peppers that I'm going to make pepper steak tonight using my peppers and my own garlic. The only thing I will have to do is I have to use store-bought onions. But hey, look, I'm going to continue to try to grow onions until I get it right. The onions that I grew, and I can just pan over here right here so you can see. Look, the ones I harvested got wet last night in the rainstorm. I was supposed to do the same thing I did with the garlic. Let it sit somewhere and cure. I didn't move them off of my patio table, right? When the rain came, the wind blew the rainwater up under the patio and they are drenched. Okay? I don't know if I can salvage them or not. I had some decent sized onions. We never know. We never know. We'll see what happens with that. But I really wanted to show you guys my garlic. And also, another thing I wanted to show you, I harvested carrots, right? I'll put a picture up on the screen. I harvested my carrots. I grew Danvers carrots. This is my first time actually being able to harvest carrots. And it wasn't a huge harvest, but it was just enough. And what I did this morning is I cleaned those and chopped them up into bite-sized pieces, and I blanched them and I froze them. So I'll go show you my carrots that I was able to process. Okay? And there we are, you guys. Those are carrots that I grew myself in my garden with these two little hands. Okay? And the next time is going to be even better because I've learned a lot about how to grow them, how to prepare the soil, and just so many different things. How to get the seeds to germinate, all of that. So this, for the first time, this is pretty good, don't you think? So what I did is I chopped them up and I blanched them. You don't have to blanch them, but I like blanching them. Okay, and there we are. All right, you guys, is that not the best thing ever? To be able to grow something yourself and put it away in your freezer for later use. Homegrown carrots, homegrown garlic, homegrown peppers. This is going to be used tonight with my pepper steak. The garlic, I'm going to use my homegrown garlic tonight. This is what it's all about, you guys. This is why we get out there and we try to beat the heat. This is why we're out there in the cold and sometimes when it's rainy, okay? So we can grow our own food, okay? So I'm excited about it. It's not a huge harvest, but it's just enough for me and my family. Actually, it's the right amount for me. It's going to take me a while to use all this garlic, okay? And then I have plenty of okra saved. I have plenty of peppers saved. I even have celery. Remember when I grew celery? I grew celery. I have celery. I have green onions that I have in my freezer. While I was in there, I just looked around and just looked at everything that I have grown and that I've processed and put in my freezer. My freezer is loaded with bell peppers, is loaded with celery, is loaded with green beans. And then my potatoes up under, no joke, I was in the store and I needed potatoes for potato salad because my husband and I were going to do a fish fry. And I wanted potatoes, and I was about to grab a bag of potatoes and then thought about it, and I'm like, I grew potatoes. They're at my house. I can use my own potatoes. That was such a good feeling to put those store-bought potatoes back and come home and use my own potatoes that I have stored right there in my kitchen. Okay? That's what it's all about, you guys. So I just wanted to share my garlic harvest with you guys. And just let you know that it is so worth it. It is so worth it. So for all you gardeners out there, and hey, hit or miss, you go out there, keep trying. Keep doing your research. So every time you try to plant something and grow something, you'll get better and better at it. As time goes by, you'll see, you'll get the hang of it. You'll learn different techniques. Some things you'll learn from other gardeners. Some things you'll know intuitively. You know, you'll know from experience. You'll gain that knowledge. You'll see that, hey, maybe that's too much nitrogen. No, that's not enough phosphorus. You'll know just from experience. You'll learn as you grow, okay? And you'll grow as you learn. How about that? All right, you guys. I just wanted to hop on and show you my garlic. I'm real excited about it. And When I make my pepper steak, I may record it and let you see how it turns out, okay? All right, guys.